What's up, gamers? Today I'm going to show you an easy way to cut out any object from an image in Adobe After Effects. Let's get started. Alright, so I've got an image of an AR. This is a screenshot I took off my Xbox. And I've got this black and red background. It's pretty busy. It's kind of a little topographical map back there. There's the traditional way of going through and taking a decent amount of time with the pen tool and actually going through and cutting out every single little curve and crevice in this image. It gives you a nice result, but it's very time consuming. And if you're doing a post every day or multiple posts a day where you're having to go through and create graphics with images that are masked out like this, that can get old very fast. Luckily, there is another way to mask out an image like this, and I'm going to show you how. So here's two versions of this weapon. One version has been cut out with a very meticulous pen tool and took about 10 minutes to do. The other one took me about 60 seconds. So I'm going to remove this background real quick and show you which is which. Now you can see with just a basic white background that this first image definitely looks better than the blue one. As you see in the foregrip and the trigger guard and even the stock, there's pieces that have been cut out and taken quite a bit of time to make look this nice. This bottom one doesn't look so great. It's pretty rough around the edges. Didn't even bother with the foregrip or the trigger guard. But it really just depends on your background and what's behind the weapon to kind of determine whether or not you need to take the time, the 10 minutes or so it took me to actually go through and mask this out. So now I'm going to show you how to do this in the 60-second version. So I've got my screenshot of this rifle. I'm going to use the pen tool with this layer still selected. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit, not too much, and then just kind of go loosely around the edge of this rifle and try and keep the same amount of distance away from the edge of the gun throughout my selection. I don't want to get way out here and have the big chunk of space here because that's going to mess us up with what we're going to do next. So I'm trying to be pretty consistent with it. And just kind of move all the way around the edge, not too worried about sharp corners or any sort of curve to this selection. Alright, that will do it. So that does not look great as it is right now. So I'm going to go ahead and select this layer and hit M on the keyboard, and that'll open up my mask options. I'm going to feather this a little bit just so it looks a little bit of feathered edge here. And then the mask expansion, I'm going to bring this down maybe about -25. So it's just a little bit closer to the edge of the weapon itself. On a white background or a bright colored background, this method will not work, and you'll actually have to go in and take the time to cut these out pretty meticulously. But if you're going to have a dark background or a busy background, it works just fine. So that'll do it for today's tutorial. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you next time.